Alright, what is going on, my YouTube familia? Welcome to another video of The Bulk. In this video, throughout the video, I'll be talking about how I got into fitness and why I got into fitness, and also show you guys my anabolic French toast recipe. Super simple, super easy, and if you have a sweet tooth like me, it is a lifesaver. I am huge when it comes to saying that you do not have to hate your diet or suffer throughout a diet when you're on a diet. You can be super creative and make little things like this fit your calories and fit your macros and make a diet as enjoyable as you guys please. It doesn't have to be that hard. Yes, there is a lifestyle change aspect to it, but nothing that's impossible to do. But yeah, I'll be showing y'all that French toast recipe a little bit later on in the video. So let's go ahead and start off with how I even got into the gym in the first place. So pretty much in high school, I played a lot of sports. I played soccer, baseball, and football. So I was always a pretty active guy throughout my life. And as soon as high school was over, going to college, a lot of my friends would just go to the gym, and it was kind of like the thing to do. For me, when I would go to the gym, it felt like I was just checking off the box, like, oh, I went to the gym, check, that's all I gotta do, you know? Like, I wasn't putting in the effort or the work that was needed to like make the change that I really wanted to. I was pretty much just there because my friends wanted to, and we thought it would be easy and cool to have abs and just like a beach body, you know? But that wasn't the case. For a whole year at the gym, I pretty much made no progress. Yes, I did get beginner gains, but a very slight amount. Like, it was hardly noticeable on me. But like I said, throughout my life, I pretty much did sports. So I was definitely a lot more in shape when I was actually in high school than I was when I was hitting the gym. And that was because in high school I was disciplined and I wanted to get better. And like I said, I was just there to check off a box and my body wasn't changing. So a couple years had passed and I started taking it a little more serious. I was trying to get a little stronger, but I still didn't realize that nutrition played a huge part in the way I wanted my body to be formed. I had a very bad diet. So pretty much my diet was whatever my mom made at home and a whole bunch of chips while I played video games, a whole bunch of bread while I played video games, and pretty much just a whole lot of sweets. I was probably consuming maybe about 50 grams of protein a day. And now that I look back at my old self, I'm just like, wow, you were lost, buddy. I started watching a lot of YouTube and I got into Greg Plitt. He was definitely a huge icon and like when I first started actually being serious about the gym, and I learned so much, and that's kind of why I kind of do YouTube now, because I've learned so much from a whole lot of different YouTubers and just by doing my own research that I thought it'd be pretty cool to share my story and my experiences. So I started watching Greg Plitt, Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, Shawley, CT Flesher, a whole bunch of fitness icons. And that's when I started to actually learn, because I was watching them the way they did things and how they explained certain things, and I started incorporating in my life, and it was actually working for me, you know? But at first I still wasn't like 100% there. I was kind of taking their diet and then applying it to myself, and it's never like that because everybody's body's different. Everybody has different goals, but my mistake was I was applying their goals to my goals and comparing myself to them, and that's when I got lost. But then I started setting my goals and I did some research and then figured out exactly what I needed to do to achieve my goal. I even took a nutrition class to make sure that the research I was doing on myself was actually reliable. And as soon as I started applying the information I was learning online and in my nutrition class, my body definitely started to change exactly the way I wanted it to. And that's when Vincent decided to join me on the journey. Vincent was at like 223 pounds. He was very self-conscious about his body and he just wanted to make a change. And within a couple months, he dropped down to 182 and his confidence skyrocketed. I was sharing the information that I was learning online with him, and he started applying it to himself and doing a little bit of research for himself, and that's how he made the change that he wanted to. I'm still nowhere where I want to be, and like I said, this is my very first bulk and I'm still learning, but I definitely feel like I'm in a better position now than I was 2 years ago, by a lot. So pretty much by watching all these YouTubers accomplish their goals, like, it just motivated me. It would motivate me and just want to make me do better. But I learned that motivation doesn't last that long. Perseverance is what is key, because you can be motivated for a couple hours and what happens the next day? You fall off. Motivation isn't set to last. Perseverance is. I learned this from Greg Plitt. The person that keeps on getting knocked down, that keeps on failing and getting up and getting up and getting up again and keep trying, that's the person who has a 10 race. That's the person that says, I'm doing this. I set my goal and I'm here to accomplish it, and I don't care how many times I fail, I'm gonna keep trying until I accomplish what I set myself to do. And that's exactly where I feel like I am right now. Like, I don't care how many times I fail. I don't care how many times I have to trial and error. If I'm failing, I'm learning, and I'm applying that failure to lead me to success. That's just me. So that's kind of how like my fitness journey started. by watching a lot of YouTube and understanding exactly what I have to do to accomplish my goals. And like I said, that kind of brought me here to YouTube and trying to share my fitness journey with y'all. I needed to watch people do it for themselves in order to motivate me and eventually put me to where I am today. And like I said, it wasn't just one person that I would watch multiple people, because everyone has different goals, everyone has different body types. So it's cool and reassuring to watch a whole bunch of different people helpful on YouTube. I hope my videos bring some type of value to y'all, because we gonna get it. And if you stick around, trust me that I'm gonna be accomplishing my goals. Like, I know I'm not the strongest guy, I know I'm not the rippest guy, and I know I don't have the nicest body or the best genetics, but I sure am gonna work as hard as I possibly can to just be the best version of myself. And that's exactly what it's all about. Always be the best version of yourself. Don't compare yourself to others, and just get after it. With that being said, I'm getting really hungry, so let's go make some French toast. All right, so first things first, we gotta make the batter. Very, very simple. I use 138 grams of egg whites. 137, close enough. I use half a serving of this Ghost vegan pancake batter protein. This is really delicious. It actually tastes exactly like pancake batter. Definitely my favorite protein when it comes to making anabolic French toast. So half a serving is 16 grams. Can't forget the cinnamon. It is French toast. Come on, people. I like to use a lot of cinnamon. I absolutely love cinnamon. It is my favorite. I am the biggest fan of cinnamon. If you think you are, trust me, you're not. I am. And lastly, a little bit of vanilla extract, just a tad bit. After we have all that mixed in a shaker cup, I add a little bit of water so the consistency isn't too thick. I shake it up so we make sure that we get that protein nice and blended. I dump it into a bowl so we can dunk our bread in. It looks a little something like this. You can use your bread of choice. You can use lower calorie bread. It just depends. For me, I'm on a bulk and it doesn't matter. This is what's available to me, so I'm gonna use this. Pretty much that batter makes about 4 slices of bread of French toast. So we're gonna be using 4 slices of this bread. Gotta make sure we lube up our pan. Some non-stick spray. Now that we have our batter done, we just pretty much just dunk the bread in here, get it super soaked, super wet, and throw it on the pan. Watch and learn. If you like cinnamon the way I do, we just add a little bit more on top. And then we wait a few minutes and then we flip them. Look at that. Just look at that. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah. At this point, you gotta be thinking, but wait, what about the syrup? The syrup, it has a lot of calories, a lot of sugar, all this and I got you. Bam! Walden Farms pancake syrup, calorie-free pancake syrup, and it tastes delicious. Yes, if you use enough of this, you probably will get some calories, but this is the best option to use, especially if you're trying to lose weight and you're not trying to consume a lot of calories. Get lower calorie options like this calorie-free pancake syrup. Super delicious, makes your meal taste 10 times better, and you're satisfying your sweet tooth all in one. I am a huge fan of the dunking method. I don't really like to put my syrup on top of my French toast. I like to dunk it. So we put it in a little tray like this, and we are running really low on this. We are gonna make the best out of it. That'll have to do because we have no other option. I gotta go grocery shopping. And since I like to start my morning with a lot of protein, I add some chicken. I get this blackened chicken from Costco. It's Tyson blackened chicken breast strips. Super delicious. Kind of feels like you're eating chicken tenders, but you're not, and the calories are great. So the calories for this are 110 calories for 3 ounces, 3 fat, 1 carb, 20 grams of protein. Lifesaver. Thank me later. And the best part about them is that they are pre-cooked. So I just toss them in the microwave for 3 minutes, pretty much to defrost them. And then I throw them in the air fryer and voila. You got yourself some chicken strips. If you think it's weird eating chicken and French toast, you better think it's weird to eat chicken and waffles, because this is pretty much the same thing. Super delicious. Doesn't get any easier than that, people. Doesn't get any easier than that. Super delicious meal right here. Satisfies your sweet tooth, gives you a great start to your morning in terms of calories and protein. So this guy's all you need. It's very low fat too, very low fat. So the macros for just a French toast, just in case you guys just want to make just a French toast, is 437 calories, 60 grams of carbs, 4 fat, 34 protein. That's what I'm talking about. And with my added chicken, I use 6.5 ounces to be exact. This entire meal comes out to 675 calories, 63 carb, 10 fat, 78 protein. 78 protein. Wow. Did I mention it's delicious? Of course I did. All right, so let's go ahead and get down. I like to fold my French toast into a taco, dip it in the Walden Farms pancake syrup. Just check that out. Look at that. Ooh. Amazing. Amazing. That vegan pancake batter protein, it's amazing. And pancake batter, like on French toast or just pancakes, of course it's gonna go great. It's pancake batter and it tastes just like it. I'm not a huge fan of drinking that protein because it literally tastes like pancake batter. I don't like drinking just pancake batter. But when it comes to like making something creative like this, it's the way to go. Not to mention, this is super filling. I am full for a good amount of time after eating this. Exactly what I'm looking for in the morning. So, also another reason why I got into fitness is because my family's not the healthiest family. Whether it's like my grandparents, my mom or dad, they do have health issues, and I kind of wanted to like keep myself as far this way as that as possible because I see how much that they struggle with it. So it really inspires me to just be like, I don't want that for myself. I just want to be as healthy as possible. But it wasn't as easy for them growing up to just be healthy individuals. Like they've literally worked their butt off, had very little time to like actually like keep up with like a diet and like have the luxury that I have now. So they sacrificed a lot so I can be living the life I'm living right now. And I definitely want to take full advantage of that. But yeah, that's like another reason why like fitness is such a huge part of my life, because I definitely want to take full advantage of the opportunities I have now and just try to keep myself as healthy as I possibly can. Because especially like later down in the line, like when I do have kids, I want to be healthy enough to like take them to Disneyland and just be able to walk like 8 hours of the day, just straight walking and going on rides and just being able to play sports with them and keep up with them and just be that dad that can definitely be involved in their kid's life. But that's way later down the line. But I'm just saying that does take a part in the role of like why fitness is such a huge part of my life right now, because I'm setting myself up for a better future and a better today and a better tomorrow. I'm gonna finish this up and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Peace. Also, another reason why I didn't take weightlifting serious like in the beginning stages of when I started weightlifting was because I wasn't seeing a lot of results. And like I mentioned time and time again, it was just more of a checking a box for me and expecting to get results, but it was never like that. And people aren't joking when they say results are literally made in the kitchen, because your diet is a huge contributing factor, whether you're gonna be putting on size, whether you're cutting down weight, or whether you're maintaining. What you eat really does matter. And like I said, my diet was terrible back in the day. It didn't help that I would always make the excuse that I didn't have time to cook or anything like that. But honestly, when you sit down and think about it, we all have time to either just meal prep for 1 hour for a couple days, or just get food. That's literally the best alternative. You don't have to go straight into a very strict diet, like just chicken and rice. A lot of people do that. They're just like, oh, chicken, rice, and broccoli, chicken, rice, and broccoli. And that's honestly a very boring diet, and I can see why a lot of people don't last. That's really boring, really repetitive, and people get tired of that really quick. I preach it. I literally preach it when I say that you do not have to hate your diet. If you do not like your diet, you will not stick to your diet. So just make sure y'all ease into a diet that you're gonna enjoy. Take full responsibility of your actions. Learn how to count calories, learn how to track macros. It's really easy. There's a whole bunch of apps on the App Store that'll literally do it for you. Literally, it's just scanning a barcode or just entering something in. It's not that hard. It does take time to get used to, but honestly, you'll start tracking macros like a pro in literally like a week. You'll be fitting like slices of pizza into your diet. You'll be fitting like popcorn and whatnot. Allow yourself a weekend to get whatever food you want to get. You don't have to get rid of your social life. You can do like these cheat days. The first step is just being better than you were yesterday. Whether that's the work you're putting in the gym, the food that you're eating, or the mentality that you're carrying. Honestly, just be better than you were yesterday. Creatine and greens in a Gatorade Zero, the key to success right here. The reason why I say this is because I was the exact same way. I was telling myself I want it. You know, I was watching motivational videos. I was watching a lot of Greg Plitt, and it was just like, oh, like this motivation is going good for me. But motivation isn't set to last. It dies out. It's not until I like had perseverance when I started like actually making a change for myself. I think the hardest thing to do is to be honest with yourself. A lot of people say that they want to make a change in their life, but they don't really want it. They just kind of want it. And when you just kind of want something, you're gonna fall off because you have the excuse in your head that I just kind of wanted it, you know. I don't really want it, I just kind of want it. But when you really want something and you become obsessed with it, there's nothing that's going to stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. Perseverance is key, and just become obsessed with whatever you're trying to achieve. And like I said, be honest with yourself. If you kind of just want this, then be okay with average results. You can't expect to get spectacular results from just kind of wanting something. It just doesn't work that way. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to rant about that just a little bit. For me, fitness, like I truly look forward to it now. Like it was never like this. Like I said, it took me a while to develop like this passion for fitness, and it's only growing more and more like every day. Like I really look forward to like the leg day. I really look forward to deadlifting. I like want to hit PRs because it's like my new hobby. Now that I don't have soccer, football, or baseball, like this is my sport. Like this is something where that can make me feel good about myself because I'm hitting new goals like every day, and it's very satisfying for me. I really enjoy it, and that's honestly what keeps me going. And all the other contributing factors that I mentioned earlier in this video. I really want some cereal right now, so we gonna get ourselves some Captain Crunch. Is it just me? And when y'all eat Captain Crunch, y'all eat the berries first? It's probably just me. But yeah, I definitely like eating Captain Crunch's berries before eating the entire thing. Probably like an OCD type of thing, but I've always done it. Cool little flex. Big spoon. Perfect example of you don't have to hate your diet. You can make little things like this fit. I am a huge fan of cereal. Like I love cereal. I won't give up cereal unless I'm doing like a cut. I'm like super deep into it, and I'm like where I have to be super strict to be at a very low body fat percentage. But that's like extreme. I've done it once and it was okay. I soon realized that I needed to put on a lot more muscle. I thought I had a lot more muscle than I originally did, but I definitely didn't. This is why I'm doing this bulk. I am trying to put on some muscle, so next time I cut, I can look a little more solid. The point is to look better than I did before, and I'm definitely gonna be there because I do feel like I did put on a good amount of muscle. I'm still putting on a good amount of muscle, and I'm doing it while enjoying the foods I love. Come on. But yeah, perfect example. Captain Crunch, 2 servings. Serving and a half of milk. I really enjoy this. It's a perfect way to end my night. That just goes to show that when you know how to track your macros, you can incorporate things like this and make your diet that much more enjoyable. I'm gonna wrap up the video here, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys try that French toast recipe, and if you guys do, put it in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And I hope now you guys have a better understanding of where I came from and like how I got into fitness and why I got into fitness. I enjoyed filming this video, so if you guys can, give it a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. This is just the beginning of the journey. There's so much more content to come. Appreciate you all. I'll see y'all in the next video. And like always, we're still loading. Peace.